still keep your letter folded, like the night you walked away. Every word is softly broken, every line still knows my pain. I've been tracing all your footsteps through the quiet of the rain, trying hard to find the moment when our love began to fade. I wake up to an empty promise, sleeping where your heartbeat stayed. The silence holds me like a witness to the things we couldn't say. And I'm lost where the light forgot my name. In the dark where you left me with the blame. Every memory cuts the same. Nothing glows, nothing stays, and I'm falling through the space where the light forgot, where the light forgot my name, where the light forgot my name. I replay your last I love you, though you said it far too soft, like a truth you almost whispered, like a dream we almost lost. Now the nights are getting longer, and the stars all look like scars. I keep reaching for your warmth, but I can't find where you are. Became my end. All the colors you once painted have turned strangers in my hands, and I'm lost where the light forgot my name. In the dark where you left me with the blame. Every memory cuts the same. Nothing glows, nothing stays, and I'm falling through the space and the light forgot, where the light forgot my name, where the light forgot my name. I still stand in the doorway where you last said my name right, but now it echoes like a shadow disappearing in the night. And I keep waiting for forgiveness for a love I couldn't say, but your absence is a lighthouse guiding me the wrong way. So I'm lost where the light forgot my name. In the dark where you left me with the blame. I've been trying not to break, but the pieces fall the same, and I'm drifting in the place where the light forgot, where the light forgot my name, where the light forgot my name. Maybe someday you'll remember what we were before the fade. Till then I'll stay here in the shadows, where the light forgot my name. You taught me how to wait for texts that never came but still felt close. You taught me how to hold my You taught me how to fill the space when your silence got too loud. I learned to swallow disappointment till my heart forgot the sound. You taught me how to miss you, like it was something I should learn, like loving you meant losing you, and calling that the hurt we earned. You taught me how to be alone, even when your hand held mine. You taught me how to miss you, long before you said goodbye. You taught me how to memorize the way your footsteps disappear. You taught me how to stay behind when you pulled back out of fear. You taught me how to love the parts of you that never let me in. I learned to grieve the living while pretending we could win. You taught me how to miss you, it was something I should learn, loving you meant losing you, and calling back the hurt we earned. You taught me how to be alone, even when your hand held mine. You taught me how to miss you, long before you said Wish you taught me how to heal instead of how to break so slow. You taught me how to miss you, but you never taught me how to let go. You taught me how to miss you, but you never taught me how to let go. The moon was hanging low that night, like it knew what I would face. Your shadow lingered on the doorway, fading slowly out of place. I held your jacket in my trembling hands, still warm from who you used to be. And every tear that fell reminded me you were coming back to me. I kept waiting for a reason, it's a miracle to make you stay. But loving you was holding on to someone walking away. That was the night I sat alone beside the window where we once talked until sunrise. Your laughter used to fill this room, now it's just echoes and goodbyes. I traced our memories like a map of dreams that never found their way. And it hit me that I lost myself in the words you didn't say. I kept begging for a future where love wouldn't fade so fast. But even promises turn fragile when they're built on broken glass. That was the night I learned to let go, when the truth finally cut me through. I gathered all the pieces that you left and realized none belonged to you. The moon dimmed as I released you, leaving I could never control. Yeah, that was the night I learned to let go. Maybe healing isn't gentle, maybe breaking makes you grow. Maybe losing you was something my heart needed to know. I thought forever meant your name, thought love was something you'd return. But sometimes the hardest lessons are the ones you never learn. So here's to the night I learned to let go, to the hurt that made me stronger. Still, I finally breathe without your shadow pressing heavy on my will. And though a part of me still loves you, I'm learning how to take it slow. 'Cause that was the night I learned to let go. I learned to let go. The moon rose on a new beginning, soft and shining on the road. And I walked into the quiet of a heart, learning to let go. Your hands were gentle thunder, striking softly, holding tight. I can still feel them on my shoulder, every lonely sleepless night. And I hate how something vanished can still live beneath my skin. How a touch that wasn't meant to stay keeps finding its way in. I wash away the memories, but they cling like fingerprints. Your touch became a language I can't seem to forget. Your hands still linger in my memory, like a ghost that won't let go. I feel you rushing past me in the places you used to hold. It's cruel the way a moment becomes the ache you carry. Yeah, your hands still linger in my memory long after you stop loving me. Ooh, you used to trace my heartbeat, saying it felt like home to you. Now the echo of that promise rings too loudly to be true. I reach out in the darkness, even knowing you're not there, just chasing what once held me when the world was too much to bear. Maybe love leaps through the doorway, but its touch stays in the seams, in the rooms we built together, in the spaces between dreams. Your hands still linger in my memory, in every moment I'm alone, like a warmth I keep returning to, even though it's long outgrown. Some ghosts don't haunt the shadows, they haunt the way we breathe. And your hands won't stop lingering in the memory of me. Your ghost wears my favorite hoodie, soft, intimate, the ache of someone who still feels present in the smallest things. I found your hoodie on the back of the chair, still shaped like you were standing there. I tried it on just to feel less alone, but all it did was remind me you're gone. Every thread still knows your warmth, every fold remembers your form. Your ghost wears my favorite hoodie, walking hallways I can't see. I feel, sit beside me when the night gets too heavy. You left but somehow stayed in the fabric, in the air, in me. Your ghost wears my favorite hoodie, and it still fits you perfectly. I catch myself turning like you called my name, but it's just the house learning how to change. Your laughter is stitched in the seams, your scent hides in my quiet dreams. People say you're gone for good, but they don't move through the rooms you should. And every time I try to breathe, the hoodie pulls you close again to me. Your ghost wears my favorite hoodie, and I don't know how to make it leave. And I don't know how to make it leave. still hear your laughter in the corners of this room. It rises like a ghost at night, then disappears too soon. Your sweater's on the chair, untouched. I can't bring myself to fold the pieces of the moments we made before we broke. And I keep holding on to echoes of a time that loved us back. But now the silence fills the spaces where your voice would always laugh. It's the quiet between our memories that hurts the most tonight, where the things we never said still shimmer in the light. I reach for what we used to be, but you're slipping out of reach, leaving me with only the quiet between our memories. I walk the streets we wandered when your hand lived in my own. Even traffic sounds like heartbreak when you're learning how to be alone. I still dream in your handwriting, every letter, every line. But dreams fade fast in daylight, like you faded out of mine. And I keep chasing down the shadows of the moments we once kept. But the darkest part of losing is reliving what you left. It's the quiet between our memories, where your last goodbye still hides, where the promises we whispered fall apart inside my mind. I reach for what we used to be, but you're slipping out of reach, leaving me with only the quiet between our memories. If I could stitch the pieces of our past back into place, I'd rewrite the way you held me when goodbye was in your face. But time keeps pulling harder than the love I tried to save. And I'm learning that forever sometimes means learning to break. It's the quiet between our memories that still calls your name at night, where your heartbeat used to echo like a promise in the light. I reach for who we used to be, but you're gone where I can't reach. So I'm left holding on to the quiet between our memories. And maybe in another life we'll find a way to speak. But tonight I'm drowning softly in the quiet between our memories. tried to say, but we were losing fast. You looked at me with tired eyes, like you were already living in the past. I kept hoping you'd reach out for me, that you'd remember what we used to be. But every time I begged for honesty, you slipped a little further out of reach. And I realized in the silence, you made your choice without a word. I'm the love you didn't fight for, the heart you let fall to the floor. You walked away without a second thought, leaving me to wonder what we were. I gave everything, you just gave up, and now I'm learning who I was before. I'm the love you didn't fight for, the one you should have held on to more. I replay every moment softly, trying to find where we went wrong. But love shouldn't feel like begging for someone to prove they still belong. You kept your distance like a stranger, while I kept trying to pull you in. But you can't teach a heart to choose you when it's already chosen to give in. I held on to the hope of us, you held on to letting go. I'm the love you didn't fight for, the heart you let fall to the floor. You walked away without a second thought, leaving me to wonder what we were worth. I gave everything, you just gave up, and now I'm learning who I was before. I'm the love you didn't fight for, the one you should have held on to more. Maybe I was just a chapter in the story you were meant to leave behind. Maybe you were just a lesson in loving someone who could never be mine. But if you ever feel the emptiness of the love you turned away, I hope you know I would have stayed for you, I would have chosen us every day. I'm the love you didn't fight for, the goodbye you never tried to rewrite. You let a fire turn to ashes when all I wanted was one more night. I gave everything, you closed the door, but I'm finding pieces of me once more. I'm the love you didn't fight for, and losing you still shakes me to the One day I'll love without the fear of being someone's afterthought. But I'll always remember what it felt like to be the love you never fought. Daylight hides the damage well, I smile like I'm doing fine. But when the sun sinks past the buildings, your memory starts crossing lines. I pretend I learned to let you go, but the truth keeps burning through. Every shadow on my bedroom walls looks a little too much like you. And I wish I could escape it, but healing never comes on time. 'Cause the pain hits harder at night when there's nothing left to drown it out. All the quiet turns into echoes of the things we never talked about. I try to breathe, but I still break on the pieces of what felt so right. I'm fine until the dark arrives. The pain just hits harder at night. Your ghost keeps pulling at my heartbeat, dragging me back where I've been. exactly where I'm fragile. Knows the secrets that I keep, and the silence feels familiar, like the space you left behind. 'Cause the pain hits harder at night when there's nothing left to drown it out. All the quiet turns into echoes of the things we never talked about. I try to breathe, but I still break on the pieces of what felt so right. I'm fine until the dark arrives. The pain just hits harder at night. I wish forgetting came as easy as the way you walked away, but my heart keeps calling out for you and all the things you didn't say. And I hate that I still miss you, but loving you is all I knew. Now the darkness holds the parts of me I built around the thought of you. 'Cause the pain hits harder at night when I can't pretend you're still around. Every heartbeat feels a little heavy when your silence is the only sound. I try to heal, but every time I close my eyes I lose the fight. I'm strong until the world goes quiet. The pain is hardest in the night. Maybe someday it won't haunt me. Maybe someday I'll feel the light. But tonight I'm still remembering why the pain hits harder at night. There's a corner of the couch where your laughter used to land, and a window caught your reflection, like it never learned you ran. The hallway feels a little wider since your footsteps disappear, but somehow everything still whispers all the ways you were once here. And I keep walking through the places you didn't stay, tracing out lines of the promises you gave. Every door that closed behind you still swings open in my brain. I'm still loving all the places you didn't stay. Our future sits in dusty boxes, filled with things we never used. I packed away the softer nights, but I couldn't hide the truth that love can die so quick. but never long enough to matter when your heart moved on instead. I still wait inside the places where your love once tried to stay, but all I touch are empty rooms and the ghost of yesterday. I wake up with the weight again, sitting softly on my chest, like it knows the way I breathe and how to steal the little rest. It follows me like second skin, a shadow stitched along my frame, somewhere between the loss and longing. It's the sadness that learned my name. It knows the way my heart beats, knows every crack and every ache. It finds me in the quiet hours when there's too much room to break. It curls around the memory didn't fall apart in thunder. No screaming walls or shattered glass. It was quieter than the softest whisper. Two fading hearts that couldn't last. You stopped reaching for my hand at midnight. I stopped asking why you turned away. Little moments turned to miles between us, until there was nothing left to say. I felt the end before we named it. You felt the change but never spoke. And somewhere in the heavy silence, we both began to break. We broke each other slowly, piece by piece, without a sound. Loving you was holding on while you were already breaking down. We let the distance take us, watch the colors fade to gray. We broke each other slowly, but God, I wish we didn't fade it. I still replay the way you smiled once, how it warmed the coldest part of me. But even brightest fires burn to ember when nobody guards the memory. You started dreaming of a life without me. I pretended I could do the same, but every lie we tried to tell each other left another crack inside my name. We could have saved it if we dared to. We could have fought the undertow, but love can't heal what hearts won't face. And we were scared to know. We broke each other slowly, piece by piece, without a sound. Loving you was holding on while you were already breaking down. We let the distance take us, watch the colors fade to gray. We broke each other slowly, but God, I wish we didn't fade. Maybe someday we'll understand how something perfect slipped apart. Maybe we were meant to love, just not meant to last that long. And I'll always keep a part of you somewhere quiet in my heart, even though the breaking taught me how beautiful and cruel love starts. We broke each other slowly, now we're shouting, now with blame. Just two souls losing pieces every time we said your name. If I could hold you one more moment, I beg the night to make you stay. We broke each other slowly, but I still love you anyway. No sharp goodbye, no final story, just a love that slipped away. We broke each other slowly, and I still feel it every day. I still remember how you held me like I was something you could save. We painted plans across the future, thinking love would never change. But even perfect starts can shatter when the cracks begin to grow. And I kept reaching out to hold you while you slowly let me go. I try to keep the light on when your heart began to fade. But how do you fight the ending when goodbye already stayed. We couldn't fix our forever, no matter how tight we held on. The harder we tried, the further we drifted apart in the dawn. Love isn't always the winner, even when it beats in your chest. We couldn't fix our forever, but God, we tried our best. Your laughter used to fill the hallway, now it echoes like regret. And I keep replaying every moment, searching for what I forget. Was it something in my silence? Was it something in your eyes? Maybe if forever isn't broken, maybe it just changes shape sometimes. I beg the stars to hold us when you stop holding me. But some storms come so quiet, they drown you silently. We couldn't fix our forever, no matter how tight we held on. The harder we tried, the further we drifted apart in the dawn. Love isn't always the winner, even when it beats in your chest. We couldn't fix our forever, but God, we tried our best. Maybe loving you was borrowed time, something written just to fade, but I'd live it all again, even knowing how it breaks. Your goodbye was gentle thunder, soft, but it cut like a blade, and I'm left holding pieces of the promises we made. We couldn't fix our forever, no matter how hard we believe. Sometimes the heart that loves the most is the one that has to leave. Maybe someday we'll remember we weren't failures, just human at best. We couldn't fix our forever, but God, we loved with all we had left. And in another life, maybe forever finds its way, but this time we lost the battle to the words we couldn't say. I still see you in the corner of my memory, where the light was soft and you were mine. Your gaze was something gentle I could lean on, a place I thought would always feel like home in time. But love turned into something I can't carry, a ghost that follows me from day to day. And every time I try to forget you, your eyes get in the way. You're gone, but somehow you're still here, living in the shadows that I feel. Wish I didn't remember your eyes, the way they softened when you said goodbye. Wish the color didn't haunt me at night, or shine through every stranger passing by. I'd let you fade, I swear I tried, but I'm trapped in the look you left behind. Wish I didn't remember your eyes. Maybe then I'll leave you in the past this time. I tell myself the hurt will fade, but the truth is written in your gaze. Wish I didn't remember your eyes, the way they softened when you said goodbye. Wish the color didn't haunt me at night or shine through every stranger passing by. I let you fade, I swear I tried, but I'm trapped in the look you left behind. Wish I didn't remember your eyes. Maybe then I'll leave you in the past this time. Maybe love stays longer when the ending feels too soon. Maybe that last quiet moment etched your soul into my room. And though I know you're never coming back, I'm still undone by the way you looked at me like I was the only one. Wish I didn't remember your eyes, how they held the truth I wasn't ready to find. Wish they didn't follow me through every night, a lighthouse in a storm I shouldn't fight. If forgetting you meant losing the light, I'd still choose the darkness for my peace of mind. Wish I didn't remember your eyes, then maybe I'd finally feel alright. I lose myself in what once felt right. Oh, how I wish I didn't remember your eyes. You walked away like love was something you could fold and put aside. I tried to breathe, but every moment felt like losing half my life. I watched you laugh in photographs with a smile I haven't seen in years, and I'm still learning how to stand again in the ruins of what disappeared. Strange how I still feel your touch when you don't think of me at all. It's the way you forgot me so easily, like I was just a moment you outgrew. Like our memories were paper wings that never meant a thing to you. I'm drowning in the echoes of what we were. You're living like you never meant to think. The hardest part is knowing, honestly, how easily you forgot me. Keep the letters that you wrote me, even though they're stained with time. Every promise feels like fiction now, like a story that was never mine. You found a brand new world without me, while I stay tangled in goodbye. And all the pieces of my breaking, all the parts you never tried to find. Maybe love was different for you, maybe I was never worth the truth. Ooh, the way you forgot me so easily, like I was just a moment you outgrew. Like our memories were paper wings that never meant a thing to you. I'm drowning in the echoes of what we were. You're living like it never meant to think. The hardest part is knowing, honestly, how easily you forgot me. Pulling you further from my name, and I'm still stuck inside a story you close without any shame. It's the way you forgot me so easily, like goodbye was just another breath. I'm still haunted by the pieces of a love you left for dead. I'm trying to heal, but it's never enough when I'm the Mhm. I still remember how the door clicked when you walked out that night. Every shadow felt like warning, every silence felt like fright. You didn't raise your voice to hurt me, you just let the moment die. And the softest kind of heartbreak was the look inside your eyes. I replay it in slow motion, every breath you didn't take. I could feel you slipping from me like a wave that couldn't stay. The last time you said goodbye, you said it with a trembling smile, like you wanted me to chase you, but you needed space to cry. And I stood there in the doorway, trying hard to understand how love can fall to pieces when it's holding out its hand. The last time you said goodbye is the night I lost my life to a love I couldn't save in time. I still sleep on my side of the bed, like you might come back someday. And I keep your sweater folded, 'cause it hurts less that way. All the words I never told you keep on echoing inside, and your ghost still sits beside me in the places you once cried. I keep begging for a moment, for a sign you didn't leave, but the truth you never promised is the one that makes me bleed. The last time you said goodbye, you said it like you practiced twice, soft enough to sound forgiving, hard enough to split my pride. And I watched you in the streetlights like a story losing light as the night began to close around. The last of what felt right, the last time you said goodbye is the night the world went quiet and the part of me you loved just died. Maybe I'll forget someday how your shadow filled the hall, how your heartbeat in my memory still answers when I call. Maybe healing doesn't happen in the way we dream it should, but I'd break 1,000 times again to love you like I could. The last time you said goodbye still leaves behind my eyes, like a flame that won't stop burning, like a truth that never lies. And I whisper to the darkness that I'd change the ending if I could, but the last time you said goodbye was the moment you decided I could never love you the way you thought I would. So I hold your last goodbye in the quiet of my mind, 'cause it's all I have left of the love you left behind. The sunlight creeps across my window, but it never warms the space you left. I I reach for you without a reason. Old habits die with every breath. Your coffee cup is long gone now, but I still pour enough for two. It's strange how I keep filling rooms with a ghost you never knew. And I swear I'm getting better, but the truth comes back too slow. 'Cause your love still haunts my mornings, in the quiet where the shadows fall. I hear your laughter in the corners, like you never left at all. I try to shake the memory off, but it clings to me without warning. I'll make it through the night just fine, but your love still haunts my sheets the way you taught me, though I sleep alone these days. The mirror shows a tired stranger who believes you might still stay. I've thrown out everything you gave me, but the ache won't pack its bags. It stitched itself into my heartbeat in the quiet where it nags. I keep telling myself someday these pieces won't hurt anymore, but your love still haunts my mornings, in the stillness where the truth is clear. Every sunrise feels like mercy, every memory feels like fear. I try to breathe you out of me, but the ache keeps slowly forming. I win the battles in the dark, but your love still haunts my mornings. Maybe healing only happens when the heart runs out of tries, but mine keeps building little doorways where your name still slips inside. And I hate that I still miss you, but letting go's its own goodbye. I'm learning how to lose you, one sunrise at a time. 'Cause your love still haunts my mornings, when the world feels soft and small. I can almost hear you whisper, like you never left at all. I'm trying hard to move ahead, but the past just keeps returning. Nights don't scare me like they did. It's your love that haunts my mornings. Maybe someday it won't echo. Maybe someday I'll stop mourning, but I still wake up remembering your love. Still haunts my mornings. I used your chest as a place to breathe when my world was falling down. You held me like I mattered, just enough to keep me around. But I should have seen the warning. Your comfort always was a temporary shelter, walls thin enough to hear your doubt. You kept me safe until you didn't. Then you let the storm back out. You handed me your promise like a code you didn't mean to lend. Your love was a temporary shelter, just long enough to help me bend. I clung to every quiet moment where you didn't seem to drift away. I told myself you cared for me, but you never planned to stay. I was just a place to rest, a warm distraction from your pain. And when the sky finally cleared for you, you left me standing in the rain. I should have known to borrow love always comes back overdue. Final shake when thunder comes, not from storms but thoughts of you. Your love was a temporary shelter, and I'm still soaked through. I turn off every lamp at night, but somehow you still glow. Your sweater on the chair, like you swore you wouldn't go. The floorboards creak your rhythm like they memorized your feet. And even though you're gone for good, your warmth still fills the sheet. Your memory leaves the light on, even when I'm trying to forget. I close my eyes to lose you, but you're the shadow I still get. I'm living in the aftermath of a love I can't outgrow. Your memory leaves the light on, and I can't turn off the hope. Coffee tastes like what we planned, bittersweet and half awake. And every morning hurts a bit in all the ways I didn't say. I try to learn a quieter life, one where I don't call your name, but silence is a cruel reminder that nothing feels the same. Your memory leaves the light on. Your memory leaves the light on. If forgetting is a journey, I haven't learned where to begin. Every day I step forward I've tried to outrun what we were, but your shadow moves with me. Every heartbeat drags your memory like a ghost I can't set free. I tell myself I'm healing, but I shake when I hear your name. It's stitched into my breathing, into every part of who I became. And I wish that time could bury what my heart refuses to release. But love doesn't fade in silence, it lingers where the hurt won't cease. Your name still lives in my pulse, ringing through my every vein. I feel you in the quiet moments when I try to push away the pain. I keep pretending I've forgotten, but the truth cuts like it always does. Your name still lives in my pulse, and it beats like the memory of us. I deleted all our pictures, but your smile won't disappear. It haunts the corners of my mind like it's carved in every year. I've tried loving someone new, but they can't replace the spark, because you left a mark so deep it still flickers in the dark. I keep searching for the moment when your voice will fade away, but love this strong feels permanent in all the wrongest ways. Your name still is in my walls, running circles in my chest. It whispers through the breaking parts of everything you left. I keep pretending I moved on, but the truth is I never was. Your name still lives in my bones, breathing like the memory of us. Maybe I should hate you for the way you let me go, but I loved you far too deeply to forget you this slow. And maybe time will soften what feels endless in my bones, but tonight your memory's louder than the quiet of being alone. Your name still lives in my pulse, and I don't know how to heal. It trembles through the empty places you once taught me how to feel. If loving you was a lifetime, then losing you rewrote my blood. Now your name is in my pulse, forever echoing what we were. So I'll breathe you out in pieces, though it breaks me every time, because even if you're gone for good, your name still pulses inside Your smile still haunts the corners, a detailed emotion of a shape piece about lingering traces of someone. Your smile still haunts the corners of every room you used to fill. It flickers in the morning light, like you're trying to stay still. I see you in the quiet places where your laughter used to live. And even though you walked away, there's still more of you to give. Your smile still haunts the corners, like a ghost that won't let go. It hides inside the sunlight, where you touch my soul. I try to paint the walls with you. Your smile still haunts the corner.